Thank you for your patience, everybody. Let's begin, shall we? I will start this off by going, hello everyone, and welcome back. I'm just setting up things on the side here because I still have to click on some things. All right, there we go. I want to say thank you all so much for being here. Appreciate every last one of you. And also, Sambu, congrats on getting that first. Abaddon, good to see you as well. Nib Nob, Pokemon, congrats on that streak there. Thanks for streaking my chat. I appreciate it. But yes, welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. We're going to be doing some more Sprite art today. And this time it's going to be art that I just want to do for myself. Not for work, just for myself. So, we're doing some Castlevania. I've got my reference for myself up on the left here, as you can see. You know, let me just... There you go, as you can see. And I am going to go ahead and try to modify into the Castlevania 3 style, also known as the Castlevania 1 and Castlevania 2 style of sprite artage. Now, you may be going, oh, don't you have enough Castlevania stuff? No. Can never have enough Castlevania stuff. Never. So, we're going to get into it. But yeah, how's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Hope you're doing well. Alright, I need to figure out the exact proportions. So on our outline layer, we're going to go ahead, we're going to go with blue because that'll show up nice and bright. Alright, so torso, so waist would be around this. Yeah, waist would be around here. About like that. Okay. Then we need something for torso, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to choose green to mark that. So if that's the waist, torso is probably like... Torso would probably be like this, up to around here. Because we want it to be proper with the shoulders, it needs to be about that far in. And then to about there. Okay. So that's where the shoulders are going to be. But yeah, what's everyone up to today, out of curiosity? What's everyone up to today? Because I've been busy on my end, so to speak. Been very busy on my end. What about you all? What have you all been up to? Okay, there's the torso. Play a little 7 Days to Die, play a little Slay the Spire 2. Hell yeah. And got a haircut. Nice, nice. Man, I haven't had a haircut in 6 years. Maybe more. So, whoops. Alright. Let's see here. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and say that... Now, you know, we're gonna... Look at the design. Yeah, we're gonna need to mark out how far the tail coat will need to go out to. So tail coat would be about here. Well, no, I'll do that then. I'm just trying to get the base body shape. What am I doing? What am I doing? Alright, let's use purple for skin. So shoulders would connect right there, all the way down, like this. Up. There. Okay. Actually, hold up. Let me do this. The outside would be here, then here, then here. Alright. Just make sure I'm getting the proportions right. It's gonna be a similar pose. Gonna change it up a bit, but it's gonna be a similar pose, you know? So the arms would need to be right there. Like that. Okay. Then legs would be here. Dun dun bum 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 bum. Alright, now that that's gotten, I'm gonna go back to the green for the boots. Get the outline there. Bada bing. Alright, there's one. Put that down there, like that. Alright, we're just getting the base outlines right now. No need to worry about things. So we also need to make sure that this one would be more along the lines of here. That down here. Bop, 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 bop. Alright. That's where that would be. And then we need to mark the head. We'll use... we'll use purple, because, you know, skin, yada yada.
Meow meow, motherfucker.
And hey, Vixie, how you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. For those of you who may not know me, I am Alm. I'm your local adventurer, and today we're doing some chill sprite arting. How's it going for you, Vixie? How's it going? I was lurking in your chat earlier, so I'm probably my own raider at this point in time. So and that was my friend Soleil going, meow meow, motherfucker. But yes, welcome in, welcome in. How was the rest of Fields of Mystra? Is it Mystra or Mystria? I can't tell which. Make sure to watch your own 2010. Exactly. How you doing? How's the rest of the game? I hope it treated you well. As you can see, right now we're getting ready to make myself into a Belmont. I was getting the base body shape for Trevor here because, you know, Trevor had a forward-facing sprite like this. None of the others do. So... now I have the base outline as such. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right about here-ish. This is going to be a pretty large sprite. Mystria. Gotcha. I'm glad you had fun with it. All right. How's it going well? Indeed it has. I took care of a lot of business today. I'm gonna put it like that. Took care of a lot of business. That's some good tea. Out of curiosity, what type of tea do you like drinking? Hey Wolf, welcome in. Cause my preferred tea is hibiscus with blueberry and a bit of sugar. But yeah, usually, I've been doing a lot of sprite art streams here lately, but usually you'll find me playing actual games, not sprite arting. That said, it felt like a sprite art kind of day, you know? Fields of Thirst. Oh, I see. You know what? I should show y'all something. Hold up. I should show y'all something. Give me a moment. Before you leave to go do your own thing, I need to show you something. Okay, documents, pictures, art, commissions. Where is it? Speaking of Mystria, I, at one point, ended up getting an art that I was going to use because I wanted to play it too, but I never got the chance to. It's just other games came out that I had to pay for instead, you know? Sounds delicious. Never actually made tea, still like it's 100% a skill issue. I see. Yeah, the artist who made this... Oh, I just closed my damn folder. I had the name right in front of me. I closed the damn folder. Hold up. Pictures. Art comes. The Tahoe is the one who made this, so please do go give them a check if you're interested, because they do good work. They do good work indeed. But yeah, turned out really nice. One day I hope to do sprite art like that myself. You've heard only got one type of tea? Fertility. You know what? Fair. Sometimes you need that too. That's nice art. Yeah, right? She did such good art with it. And hey, Capre, welcome in, welcome. Or do you prefer me to call you Cass? Simple country boy, just give you some ice cold sweet tea and you're happy. For a lot of those not from the South, sweet tea needs a lot. Oh, trust me, I know. I was born and raised in Tornado Alley. I know. Let me Get Aseprite back up. There we go. It looks amazing. Good for something else, right? But yes, today I'm going to be trying to make some art based off of Castlevania 3, and I'm going to be doing one of me as Trevor Belmont first, because that's what I wish to do. Well, it's going to be this design, but in the Castlevania 3 style. Then I got others up here that I'm thinking of doing as well. Depends on how quickly this goes, you know? Cast works for you? Roger that. Or should I say, Roger, Roger. Welcome and all. And again, Pixie, thank you so much for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. Oh god, my chest. Ow. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. And that didn't mute in time. Damn. Felt some chest pain and just air did not want to come out the proper way. Came out as a growl. That hurt. Whew. Alright. Sometimes it happens when you breathe wrong, you know? It just happens. Ah, what you doing for food? Understandable. Have yourself a good lurk. Hope I'm okay? Yeah, I'll be fine. I just have chest pains from time to time. It's been happening mostly since, really mostly since around last year in September. But I've already had everything checked out by a doctor. I'm good to go. It's just something that'll go with time, you know? Let's look for now. All right, well, thank you again for the raid. You enjoy your lurk. And to anyone who's getting a meal, enjoy your meal. And to anyone who's here, you're stuck with me. Okay. But yes, welcome in all, welcome in. All right, I need to now modify the outline. But before I do that, I want to make I want to change how the outline is done now. I'm going to go ahead and make it all black, just so I can actually see what I'm changing when I change it. So that's what we're going to do. Am I doing this the hard way? Yes. Why am I doing this the hard way? Honestly, that's a very good question. I don't know. Why am I doing this the hard way? Hold up. What was the eyedropper tool thing again? It was I. I should have guessed that immediately. All right, Shift R. Okay. Shift R. Okay. Shift R. Okay. There we go. All right, that's our outline. I now need to make a modification layer. So we're going to do that. Modifications. Let's see what we can do here. All right. Once again, we're going to go color-coded. I'm going to go with... Well, just because our torso is going to be green, I'm going to stick with green here. We're going to start on the torso first. All right, looking at mine, what I need to do is I need to... I'm clicked on the wrong thing. There we go. I need to have it to where it only would go in about that much. About like that. And then up like that. Perhaps. Some torn shoulders. Well, we'll not worry about the torn shoulders yet. Well, I'll mess with that later. So for right now, it would be sort of like this. Looks more like armor than a torch. Then, okay. We'll go like that then. Okay, that's better. Okay, we want to get this outline done right. I think it'll look better whenever it's fully done. But for now, I'm going to trust the process. And oh, we have an Aria with us now on our head. And hey, kitten, welcome in, welcome in. Easier makes it faster and less of a headache? Exactly, exactly. All right, I need to also do sort of the same thing here. Give a little bit of gap. 1, 2, bop. Bop, bop. This one, fray it out there. And then down like such. Ooh, man. All right, so we got it sort of the same on both sides. I'll adjust as we go. But for now, we're going to go ahead and do this. And I also need to make the tail coat, which would be coming down to about... pretty down low, close to the boots, so... Okay, so about like that. Let's actually bring that up. Yeah, a bit like that. Well, actually, no. Let's go ahead and have it like that. Erase that. There we go. That's a little better. That's a little more accurate. I do need to bring it in a little bit more, though. Alright, there we go. So we got tailcoat part right there. I also need to do the same on the other side. Well, maybe. I might just need to put it right here. Because we wouldn't really see it. It'd be, you know, behind the legs, so. Okay. Next up. As much as I usually love wearing a kilt, we're wearing pants here. So I need to get the pants done. But first, let's also go ahead and get the torso completed. So torso will come down to about here. And there's a belt right there. So we'll do that. And it's actually a functional belt, because what you may not realize, folks, is that belt right there is actually to a holster. That holster holds a stake shooter. So I'm always ready to be blasting. Silver stakes too, that way if it hits the werewolf, it works just as well. I know, it's sad that there's no kilt, but, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alright, now I need to, let's do the, alright, let's create the pants. I'm gonna make that outline more red, for now. That would be out here, honestly. Not like that. I got shorter boots, so bring it down like that. So this. So that. And then like that. Okay, now we can continue making modifications so it'll work properly for my pants. You know, saying work properly for my pants is a bit of an odd thing to say, but you know what it is, what it is. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. So that's where the pants are. Now for the boots. Boots... Well, this is already coming together a little bit right here. Boots we'll make the same blue, just because. All right, boots would be about here. It's got that same sort of fringe on it, so something like this, and then the rest down like this. Then something like this. Okay. Now we just gotta, you know, again, we're gonna follow the base outline to make sure it looks right. But we're gonna be changing up a lot here soon. We've already changed a fair bit. We're just keeping the pose. Because if we take away the outline, it doesn't quite look the same. As you can see, not quite the same. Similar, but not quite the same. Oh, yes, Osamu, what'd I do? What'd I do? So I think I'm just gonna do this here, actually. Not this time, I don't know. What'd I do, Osamu? It's something new every day. I don't know what I did this time. Alright, arms. These are armored, which makes it quite fortunate for us, but we're still gonna use, we'll use Purple. We'll use purple for this. All right. Wow, that pose is actually very apt to this. Okay. Anyhow, I'm just going to shorten the hand a little bit, though, because I want it to be only about there. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. And then this one, I want to be out a little bit more. Get it down, but not like that. Then bop, 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 bop. Something like that. A little bit different. The head, we're just gonna modify the head shape that's there. You all know how that goes. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. We're still gonna go ahead and just bop, 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 so that we can have our basic head shape outline proper. But now that we got that, we can sort of separate it from the base outline layer, because now we're making our own thing. So that outline, get the fuck out. It can get the fuck out. All right, stretching, pop my neck, and now, looking at this, I do realize I need to add one more thing onto this, which is one, I need to put a pixel right there to go ahead and get that to fit properly. God, I'm gonna look like a sassy bitch. All right. Which, before anyone says, you're not, no, I'm snarky, not sassy. Alright, let's go ahead and delete that. I want to go ahead and do a little bit of this. Maybe I should do that and that. Maybe like that? No, it doesn't look right. Yeah, we'll leave it like this. We'll leave it like this. That's proper. All right. Okay. I need to add the ears. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to go back to we're going to go orange. I need to add the ears and then the hair. All right. So the hair would need to come first. Actually, let's do the hair first. We're gonna shift N. Hair layer. I know what I did. That. Is this going to be different from the original one? Yes, it's going to be larger. But that is actually part of the point. Alright, we're just gonna this. There we go, and a little bit of that. Like that. Okay. So I'm just gonna fill this in here. That and that. Okay. Now, again, I need to make the ears. Let's go red. Let's go lightish red for the ears. That might be a little too big. Let's try that. this. There we go. That looks alright-ish. Ish. Just gonna... do a little bit of the same over here. Like that, because the other one on this side wouldn't be as high up. Okay, let's move this over. Put it right there, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to adjust this. I don't like how this looks here. You know, it might help if I actually grab the pixels. Ah! Not like that! Okay. I'll leave it be for now. Trust the process. Trust the process. I think that's what I need to do. I just need trust. But let me tell you, my body aches from mistakes. Alright, so we're going to take the orange. Well, actually, no. Before we do that, we're going to get the color scheme that we want to use. And the color scheme we want to use is going to be sort of this green, but at the same time, I need my Sprite reference back. Trevor, would you get over here, please? Thank you. Alright. Go to the modifications layer. Go shift in, and this is going to be the shading layer. Alright. So for skin tone, we want this. Let's go ahead and take care of that. We're just gonna boom, 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 like that. And we'll just fill the rest of this in too, right here for that. And really, I don't have much skin showing. Most of my body is covered up, so maybe a little in the ears. God, speaking of skin showing, that reminded me of what I saw on Twitter earlier today. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Because it's not mine to talk about. I'm just gonna say that somebody I know got some art that was really cool, and even I went, wow. All right, let's see. I need to let's do some other half the flesh tone, which would be here, this side. Up. No, I don't like that. No, we're not using that. We're using normal flesh tone. We'll figure out the rest of the flesh tone as we go. But we need to get the right outline color. So, that's what we're going to do now. So I'm just gonna... like that. That. Because remember, we are on a different layer. This is our shading layer. We gotta have the right, and we need to make some bounding lines so that whenever if we use a fill, it doesn't go completely out there. Okay. Got my next pop there. That felt nice. So we're gonna want that. That. Okay. Okay, and then we'll probably use the outline layer the same for the ears as we would for the rest of the hair. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna merge the hair layer down. Actually, no, I'm just gonna lower it. There we go. Shading layer will go on top of the hair layer. There we go. Yeah, let's do that then. We're gonna make some adjustments during the shading layer as well, because you just sort of have to. It's how it goes. You know? So, do that. And then we're just gonna bop. Okay. Doesn't look the best right now, but we'll make it work. We're gonna leave it as orange for now, though, because, yeah, no. Alright, next I want to do the torso. So for the torso, we need a dark green. This is gonna be the basis of our color scheme here. I'm gonna go with this dark sort of emeraldish green. We're just gonna start filling this in. About like that. A little much. A little too much English on that. Actually, I think if we delete that... Well, I can't delete that. That's on a different layer. I think if we leave that right there, that'll be fine. So we're just gonna, again, continue with doing the proper shading on this, actually coloring in our lines. Not like that. Oh no, this one needed to be out a little bit more. Sort of like that. Oh, well, someone just died. Like that. Because we got the frayed shoulders over here, as you can see. Like that. Okay, that's starting to come to form. Okay. Perfect. All right. Doing this gonna be we're not gonna be following the 3-color limit. This is just gonna be doing more. Because I've decided limiting myself to 3 colors gonna be a little much. We can change it down low once we get everything fully blocked out. But for now, no. On the inside, we're gonna go with a dark purple for the black. Or rather, a navy blue. It's not quite purple, it's more navy blue. Do that like this. Well, again, we will be editing this later. Also, this is gonna bother me if I don't just get rid of that single green pixel. There we go. Alright. And the blue we will also be using on the boots. So we're blocking it out. So we're not quite blocking it out. I need to go back a little bit. It'd be like this. Like that. Then like this. That. You may be going, oh, what the hell are you doing? I don't fucking know. I'm winging it. I'm winging it, guys. I am winging it. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay. Let's get this color as well, again, because I forgot to do the tailcoat part in the proper colors. Wait, are we looping on the music now? I think we are. Hold up. We definitely are. Okay, hold up. We need more music. Oh, that'll work. Lord of Ecclesia album. Load, damn you. Kindly use headphones for the best experience. Don't have to ask me twice. Alright, there we go. So, I need to go ahead and just bop, 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 bop. And now I can just fill these. Ah, or not. Da-dum, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Bum-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum. Yeah, I'd be able to see a little bit of it. That. Go. Which means I need to take the outline. Do that. I will need to outline this in some way, shape, or form for the time being. All right. Maybe a little bit like that. No, we'll leave that be for now. All right. Okay, that's a little better. I'm going to continue to outline with the proper outline color, just because it's going to bother me otherwise. Jesus, I English good sometime. Good English, I. Lordy. Just gotta get that outline going. Then we'll be good to continue on. I should just outline the rest of this before I did all the other stuff. But you know what? You live and you learn. No, I'm gonna actually... That looks fine like that. A little blocky, but it looks fine. Okay. Let's see, from here, I need to outline the sides here. Maybe a little bit like this. Let's do that. Okay. May not be the cleanest looking thing, but it'll make sense eventually. Just gotta get them outlines done. I think, yeah, this side I'll be taking away from. Because it seems a little too much on the left-hand side right now. But for now, let's just get the base process done. My pants are gray. So we'll go with a different shade of blue. There we go. Because we're going to make this look right here in a moment. I just want to get everything blocked out. And arms are silver with black. So for the silver coloration, we'll go with, I think, this. Bop. Bop. Maybe not. Maybe we'll go with this instead. Yeah, that'll probably be better. All right. Also, it's just on me, I didn't outline the tailcoat. That might be something that's a little, just a wee bit necessary. You know, just a wee bit. Tiny little bit. All right. I need to, well, one, put a line here for now. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to reduce this on this side. About by that much. Take this and bring it in. Like that, and delete the excess. That already looks better. Okay. Though the outline is not resting properly with me, I think what I need to do is I need to modify this.
Returning to life,
The fuck?
again since the ancient Middle Ages. The evil Lord Dracula.
Okay, I did not ask for your life story. Move on to the actual songs, please. Well then, I didn't know that the OST from the game had the vocals to different parts attached to it. Alright. Let's go ahead and... I'm going to take off my jacket here because I'm feeling warm. Alright. So. This right here, I need to make... The more I look at it, the more I'm thinking maybe I should just have the green there and continue to put outline right here. Because then the tailcoat sort of flows into itself like that. I think that looks nice. I can just do that. Okay, yeah, that looks pretty damn good, honestly. Maybe I do this, move the hand a bit. Perhaps? Yeah, I could just have the hand be straight down. Yeah, that looks fine. That's more of a pose I would strike anyway. No, that makes it look too big if I do that. Nope. Just leave it be. Maybe do this. No, no, no. Maybe I bring the arm in a little. Maybe a little, you know, sort of like that. Nah, then it looks like the hand is just doing a flare out at the bottom. Nah, we'll just bring it all in a little bit like that. There we go. That's better. Okay. Well, one, I can now take this layer and just yeet it off to the side. Don't need it anymore. Matter of fact, I can... Pop. There we go. Okay. Looking at this, I do need to modify this a fair bit. So. As we know, I have brown hair. So let's go ahead and change this now. Shading layer, please. Thank you. And we'll just put a bit like this, this, and this. Do the same over here. Like that. No, not like that. But like that. And that could work. Yeah. What if I do this? Ew, no. Well, maybe. Yeah, that works fine. Alright. We're getting there. Yeah, that was pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, alright. Looking at this, I think I need to do more with the outline because this needs a little bit more of that. Bring that in. Now they look like my boots a little bit more properly. Okay, perfect. Though they are definitely a little too big compared to Trevor's here, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring in by a pixel. Pixels like this. Pixel like that. That. And then we will... maybe do that and just erase those. Okay. That works better. Okay, okay. I like that a lot more. We're also going to delete the lower thing, because that's going to be the base of the foot. We don't need a line beneath it. Need to do the same for this foot right here. I'm thinking, how would I want to do this? Because here we see that it's got, you know, that little line bit right above the 2. So if I was to do that and just delete that, delete the base part, doesn't quite look right. Doesn't quite look right. Yeah, I think we're gonna change that to where it's just maybe like that, and then bring the outline in on the other side. Like that, maybe. I can do that. We'll figure it out as we go. Figure it out as we go. Actually, that doesn't look half bad right there. Yeah, because sort of like it's being covered by this, the shadow's coming in. So I was to delete that. Nope, leave that there. All right, we'll leave it be. Leave it be. Okay, so I'm now going to attempt to color these the proper color. This is closer to black. There we go. Now I need a gray for the pants. Pants are easy. I don't have to do anything about my pants. They're just there. They're just there. And thing is, what we'll do is that same gray we'll use as same gray we'll use here for maybe some shade. I don't know. It's gonna get pretty well. Yeah, I like to think it is too. Okay, the hand is a little bit different than the rest of it because it's got some black on there. So I'm gonna do a little bit of this as such. And I think after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the outline layer. Because the outline layer is going to be what we do to do our shading for the most part. Not right there, though. That's staying the way it was. Okay. Me having all this extra line work on the arms being a little bit armored does make it a little bit more tricksy. Not gonna lie. Maybe something like that. I don't like it. Something like that. More segmented, maybe? Yeah, that'll be good enough. That'll be good enough. Other side I don't have to worry about nearly as much. Alright. We're getting there. We're getting there. The shirt needs to be the same as the... Shirt honestly needs to be about the same as the boots. So we're going to go bop, bop. Okay. Enjoy your look there, Lich. I appreciate it. I also need to make it clear that there's a belt. Because there do be a belt. And it's the same brown as me hair. So do that. A little bit of that. Definitely makes this a bit harder right here, though. As you can probably see. Of course, I also got gold trim, so we're going to use the skin tone to do the trim. Let's just slip the hand right there. Oh, actually, hold up. I did that wrong. Base. Base. Like that. Let's try this. I'm gonna try something different. You know, maybe just that. Yeah, I guess. For now. I do still need to do the darker color for the skin tone, though. I do need to add some shading. So maybe something... not like that. No. That might work from a distance, but I don't know. It does work on the ear, though. Ear works fine. Alright. Now, you may be going, that's ugly as sin. Yes! Yes, it is. But it's what I gotta work with. There we go. We're gonna... Actually, I know how to do this. Easy way. Bring that in one more. That makes it to where the head is definitely too damn big, but we can now do this. That. And then that. And then not that far down. Hold up. Down a little further if I'm going to do that. That. You know what? I can make this work. Alright, check it out. I do a little bit of pixel modification. And hope it works. If it doesn't, I'll just maneuver things back. That's already looking better. Alright. Nope. There we go. That looks better. Okay. Let's just get rid of that layer. There we go. Gotta do what you gotta do. Exactly. Exactly. And sometimes it takes moving and squeezing things around. Because right now, I think I actually want to put this back up here. As such. There we go. That looks so much better. Okay. There we go. So much better. Alright. Now here's the question. Do I leave it flat close or do I shade it? Because here's the thing. Right now, I don't even need the outline. The outline, which I had right here, I'm done with. I just... You know? So... Shit. So this, alright. So that's where everything stands. The outline we know was meant to be like that. Alright. Let's see, let's see. Oh, that's some good tea. Alright. Okay, this, I'm gonna copy, you know, this is just gonna be the rabbit layer, or alm layer. Because honestly, I don't know what more we could do to this to make it look more right. I think that's just how it has to look right now for this. There are definitely things I could do, but I don't know what they are. Actually, no, that actually looked pretty nice right there like that. Yeah, that actually looks better like that. Okay. Yeah, that actually looks better that way. Okay. Okay, that works, that works. Yeah. Just gotta keep modifying little by little. Maybe a little bit like that. Because Castlevania sprites, the hard thing about them is the way they do the shading is they just use the outline. They just use the outline color. You know? And hey, Wolf, welcome in, welcome in. Good to have you. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to duplicate this layer. We'll take our original one. I'm going to put ourselves over here. Because right now we're going to consider this mostly done on that one. Put it right there. Don't worry about it for a bit. This one I'm going to try to limit down to about 3 colors. Which be sanity. Which means I need to modify these so it'll be fitting and work properly. So, we decide that the green is going to replace the orange. So, we're now going to do this. It's going to seem very, very ugly when we do it, but hear me out. It'll work. It'll work. It has to work. Alright, now let's go ahead and grab this. That. A little bit of outshine. Oh, stretch, you got it. Ah, there we go. Roger, roger. Stretch achieved. Do that, and then we're also going to take the outline color, say goodbye to the way the hair looks. Ooh, that hurt to do. But it's coming along, it's coming along. We'll have to modify it. Alright, and for this, we need... Shading would be right here, and here. That. Let's take this, and we're just gonna boom, 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 bop, bop. Maybe not bop, bop. And then we're gonna grab this. Throw that in. Actually, this is coming together. Okay, okay. I thought it might not, but it is. Okay, okay. Okay, I just need to figure out where the hell the, well, one, I'm gonna put shade here and here, as well as like this and this. That. Like this. Maybe something like that. Not up there. maybe there. Yeah, that works, that works. But now I need to do the shading a little bit more. Bit like that, maybe? Ooh, okay, yeah, that's coming together, that's coming together. How am I? I'm doing alright, how be you? Hope you all be doing well. Alright. Now I need to do shading on the inside of this. It's easier done than said. Just do that. Take the brighter color. There we go. That was simple. I guess I could do that. Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. Alright. Which means all I have left is the inside here that I need to green up. Like that. Then I need to shade up. That maybe? Yeah, like that. Okay. Holy shit, that's done. That's done. Doing okay, just getting ready to do errands here soon? Ah, fair, fair, fair. But yeah. That's done. Up close, it looks a bit like a mess, but when you zoom out, you can see the vision. That's pixel art, baby. Alm 3 color. I put a U in color, didn't I? I blame Eve. And my Canadian friends, they've got me putting a U in there. They've got me putting a U in there, as well as using Celsius. They're converting me. All right, all right. Anywho, let's go ahead and move this up here. Just, yeah, leave that there, leave that there. As is. Actually, we're gonna move both these, just so it fits a little better. About like that. Yeah, like that. Well, maybe one gets to the right. There we go. All right, there we are. Now I need to do another one, which means, sorry, Trevor, you gotta go. You gotta go, buddy. Same with the outline. Okay, there we are. Now, days out. Okay, next, I think I want to do... Hey, Sosuke, welcome in. Canadian Arc is how you arrive. Ah, are you also turning Canadian? Ah. Oh, by the way, Sosuke, what you think? What you think so far? We got me done. Next up is the rest. Amazing, thank you. I did copy Trevor's pose, but converting it to look more like me, that's still all on my ass, you know? So we can get rid of the Trevor one there. Next up, I think I want to do one for Grant Dynasty. Yeah. I think, let's find one for Grant. That'd be, Well, I don't need my picture up there right now either. Okay. Does he have any other better poses? Hold up. I'm looking at these, and no, he just has these. You know what? Let's go ahead and... I know what I want to do. We'll grab... I think this one here. This will be our pixel reference. Oh, not quite big enough. Hold up. Copy. Alright. Reference. Alright, let's see here, let's see here. There's Grant. Wow, he is tall. Hey, Divine, welcome in. How you doing? Am I working on? I am doing just for fun sprite edits to make some Castlevania sprites of me and a few people I know, like Grant here. I'm gonna turn into Locke. I'm gonna turn this into Locke. So I need to get Locke's reference real quick. Give me a second. Next, Locke. Resources. No. Skeep. Okay. There we go. Alright, I can just shrink this down a little bit on this side because I don't have too much there. I need more this space in my face. Alright, there we go. My one looks pretty cool. Thank you kindly. I appreciate it. I'm happy with how it turned out. I thought it was going to turn out bad at first, but no, it turned out great. Alright, I need to get the base outline for the Grant Dynasty. So, we're going to get the base outline of the shapes here, and then we're going to modify it to be our own thing. So we're going to go move this, move that layer down, Shift N, outline, then we'll do our outline modify layer after. For now, though, we're going to grab the neon green, and we're just going to mark where the body is. The modification layer will be done with different colors, but for now, we're just going to grab the base outline. As you can see here. Actually, I need to do this the way I did the other one. Okay, hold up. We're going to do it with different colors. All right. This will be legs. We're going to grab that as such. His shoes will be like that. Get the outline over all that. There we go. Don't want to do that much. All right, take that. That's the shoes. Now for the legs, we want to get the right pose, so we're going to go ahead and take this. We're not going to copy the legs one for one. We're just going to take the pose. We're going to adjust this overall. For legs, let's go blue. Maybe not that blue. We'll go lighter blue so it sticks out. Okay, legs go up like this. I think. Yeah. Do that. Get the leg like this. Gluteus Maximus is right here, but we're going to be changing that because he does have a tail. We'll have to add the tail separate. But for now, let's focus on the legs. One leg at a time, you know? That. make sure that we get it so the pose will be right. So we're gonna do that. Leave it like that. Okay. I think, yeah, for the shirt, we'll also do green. Because his shirt would be around here. So this is around the area the shirt would be. That. Like that. Oh, no. Don't touch. Leave it be. Okay. He won't be having a hat. We don't need to worry about that. But we do need to get the basic head shape. So once more, we're gonna go to pink for this. We're gonna grab the skin parts with pink. You know, phrasing it like that was not the best, but you know what? Whatever. Oh, Eva. Let's make sure that we have the base. Arm shape, because we're going to need that. Alright, and then for the head, we'll do purple. That way we have the base head shape and a little bit darker, but close enough. That. I'm just gonna mark where the eye is so I don't forget. Alright. There we go. It looks like a giant mess of shapes, but trust me, it'll make sense later. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of the reference because I no longer need to look at it. Oh, this... My eyes! Alright. Now I need to make sure the outlines are done proper. Ah! Have a good walk there, Wolf. Be careful. Never know what crazies are on the road right now. That's some good tea. Alright, so, for Luck, I think the thing we want to start off with is the pants. He wears pants that cut off at around the knee, and then he has arched feet. Which, to be fair, them bending like this actually already helps. So that's good. So we're gonna go over here, we're gonna go new layer. This is gonna be the modification layer. Alright, so let's use deep red, and we're gonna modify these. Now the back leg right here, that seems like it's already fine. So back leg, we don't really need to mess with. We can just leave as is, but we do want to mark where the pants would end, which is right about here. And we'll extend the pants, make the pants a little baggier too. There we go. Pants. P-A-N-T-S. Pants. That means that these pants... Well, it's going to be weird having the knee right... Well, no, he's got the knee and the bend, so yeah, that'll still work. Alright, yeah, that'll still work. But right where the knee is, so... Well, slightly above it, so about right there. Do a little bit of that. Okay, that's where the pants are going to be. That's where the pants are going to be. Keep in mind, we're going to have to add a tail. We're going to have to add a tail. That is just, it is law at this point. Okay, for now though, let's see. We need... Next it's his shirt. That actually he has sleeves on his, so what we'll do is I'm going to... not hit that button. I'm going to go ahead and go with dark blue for this to go ahead and modify. So sleeves come all the way down to about here. Which means they'd probably be around here as well. Like that. Wait, no, the other hand doesn't have as long of sleeves. Okay, so no, that one we'll leave uncovered. This one, though, we're covering up with a sleeve. So we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of this. Actually, I think we'll move Pixel up there just to make it easier. He is wearing a jacket, so we need to keep that in mind too. So we need to go ahead and... Well, this whole thing right here would just be... that. His jacket is open a bit. So maybe something along the lines of this? Maybe see a little bit of it down here? No. This is going to be a bit of a tough one to do. Alright. But yeah, we're going to leave his jacket slightly open. Let me bring that down about over here. Because, yeah, it wouldn't be... Maybe something along these lines. Right there. Looks a little funky, but I have a vision in my head. I have a vision in my head. Don't you worry. Leave it. Don't fuck with it. Just leave it. You'll figure it out as you go. Because I also need to find out for the inner shirt. Inner shirt, we're going to go ahead and we're just going to color in immediately. Inner shirt, I want to have be about right here, maybe? Maybe like that, actually. Yeah, that's better than what I was going for. Alright, let's go ahead, and just so I can keep track of everything, I'm going to go ahead and do a color the jacket moment. Otherwise, I'm going to lose my shit. Alright. This one's gonna be harder than I thought. Alright. Ah! Let's see if I do that. Okay. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. Well, let's get the skin tone, which, as we all know, is going to be done with the same tone as all the others. So we're just gonna go ahead and get that done. Though we do need to keep in mind that Locke has gloves on that are compression gloves. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that, because that's close. And just do a little bit of this over here. that. And, you know, I need to get the proper outline color. I think that's what it is I need to do. 'Cause if I don't have that, it's gonna fuck with me. See, with the proper outline color, it's already starting to look a lot better. The blue was fucking with me. Alright. Let's do that. Okay. The arm may be a bit too big. So I'm gonna do a little something. No, it doesn't look right otherwise. All right, we'll leave it be. We'll leave it be for now. Trust the process. Trust the process. I'll get this to look right one way or another. See, I think what we're going to do is we're also going to... A little bit of that. A little bit of this for... I'm going to leave that be for now. Going to leave that be for now. Let's get the outline going. Just so it don't mess with me. If I don't have the proper outline color going, it's gonna mess with my brain. Alright. This... So... Alright, and we can get rid of this. And, okay, no, that's the outline. Actually, oh, we almost don't need the outline layer. I forgot we gotta outline the head. Gotta outline the head. Head's outline shape, gonna stay mostly the same. So we're just gonna do this for now. And again, we need to make sure that we remember where the eye goes. After all, the eyes have it. Now we can delete the outline layer. So we don't need it no more. Or, whoops. Or rather, the modification layer. We don't need that. Ah, yes we do. I just had dark blue in the wrong spot. Gotcha. Okay. Well then. It's like, we don't need that. Deletes the whole sprite. You know what? On second thought, maybe we do need that. Huh. Okay. Now, Log's pants are about the same color as his shirt, but I'm gonna make them a little bit darker. I'm gonna go for this color brown, like that. Not shirt, his jacket, but just to make it, you know, where it looks a little different. Just gonna remember that there are fringes on his jacket, like that. We're just gonna do this. That already looks much better. Yeah, that already looks much better. Okay. Alright, leave that be. No more touch. No more touch. No touchy. No touchy. Alright. Locke has hair and horns. But first I want to get his skin tone done, which this ain't gonna look like him yet, because his skin tone is not pasty white boy. No, but I gotta get at least a base skin tone down, you know? If anyone's the pasty white boy, it's this guy, my happy ass. Alright, so we'll figure out something there, because again, it's not gonna look this, it's gonna look different whenever we put S as just 3 colors. So everyone's gonna have essentially the same colors. Color palette scheme, just with one main color defining the others. That said, this one, the full color one will change. All right, we need to put, let's go like this. Hair and horns. All right, let's get the hair and horns going. We're gonna start with red, because that'll pop out pretty good here. He's got short, shaggy hair. I'm pasty. You could use me to hold some stuff together. I mean, yeah. I'm on paint bucket tool. I need to go back to brush. There we go. Doesn't really go into his eyes, so I think we can get away with going down like this. He's got some shag to his hair. I know that much. So we'll do a little bit like that. And okay, fill that in for the moment. Yeah, that'll work. I just gotta change the color of it. Or rather, I gotta do the outline, then change the color. So here's the thing. He has a workman's cut. And what I mean by workman's cut is I mean the sides, as you can see here, maybe not that well, they're slits back or buzzed. So, And hey, Punk, welcome in. So I need to go ahead and do that as well here. For a moment, I thought I glitched from that grinding sound. Holy shit. Okay, game. Not game, thing. Alright, we're gonna go with this real quick. We're gonna bop. There we go. And for where the eye is, we're just gonna, well, let's go grab that shade just so we can make sure everything looks right. Because you're not gonna be able to see the eye. That's the thing about Castlevania sprites. You can't see the eyes. You can't. So, not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna worry about it because I'm gonna do this. Like that. And then, okay, that's good. Now I need to add the horns. Let's see. I don't have a side angle of them, but I can get a good idea in my head. He doesn't have the longest horns in the world. He just has some normal-sized horns. And they're... Ah! Yeah, Mildred, how's it going? No, I'm just gonna skip the middleman. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this. Start doing it. Sorry, looking a little too long. Honestly, yeah, like that. That's sort of the way I want his horns to be. Let's get them in a proper spot. Like that. There we go. That'll work. What's up? The sky, the roof, a direction. How you doing, Milja? How you doing? Hope you're doing well today. Okay, put a little bit of shading right there like that. Okay, we got the horn there. He does have two, so we'll go ahead and put another one, another speck right there, just to make it look like there's two. Finish another interview? Hell yeah, we love to hear it. I am currently making Locke as Grant Dynasty. Because to be honest, if anyone I knew was going to be a Grant Dynasty, it's Locke. He's the locksmith. He would be, he just fits the bill. I already made myself as Trevor Belmont. So, I'm actually surprised I'm going through these as fast as I am. Even if it is just still sprites, you know, it is turning out rather nice. You know? Talking MJ Gallagher on his Final Fantasy Tactics book on the myths and legends that inspired it. Ooh, nice. God, Tactics is such a good game. All right, these are his legs, and his legs, they cascade in color. Honestly, this is about the right color as what his legs would be, so. Because you do have clawed feet. So it'd be like that. He do be a Dargan. At some point, it just goes down to being like that. I'll make it work. I'll make it work. All right. I gotta give him his tail. His first Final Fantasy Myth books he's done. He's done 2 on 7, Norse and Greek, and 1 on 16. Nice. Oh, wish me luck. I gotta give Locke his tail. That's gonna take some doing. All right. You know, first things first, let's go ahead, merge those two layers down so I don't fuck that up anymore, and create a brand new layer. This is gonna be the tail layer. I'm going to have it be underneath the modification layer because I don't want it messing up with the lines that are already there. First things first, let's block it out. Let's block out how the tail is going to be. It is a deep red, so we're going to go with this color here. And it would start probably something like this. His tail goes, not that far, actually. His tail doesn't go that far. So maybe something like that. Something along the lines of that. So let's fill that in. Ah! Forgot. Now I can do that. Okay. So it's sort of along the lines of this. And I think what we want here is... Alright, let's get the outline layer. Not layer, outline color. Yeah, you know what I meant. You all know what I meant. Okay, it's starting to come together. I did make his tail a little thicker than it should be. I'm gonna be real, I did. Did talk him into covering Vagrant Vagrant story in the future. Ooh, nice. Hell yeah. Alright, I'm gonna delete some of this now. Just to make sure, because I didn't want to have it be too thick. Otherwise, he won't be able to get through the door. There we go. Okay. Don't ask. Okay. Some of what we covered was demonology, Gnosticism, however you pronounce that. Church Templars, Beowulf, Hamlet, and Titus and Andronicus. Don't ask what's in the pie. What pie? I don't know what you're talking about. There is no pie. All right. Now, for this, we also need to make it look like Locke. And he is a darker-skinned fellow. You know, I'm just gonna grab it from here. Fuck it. All right, we're gonna go back to our modification layer. We're just gonna change that over to this, which means I need to go a little bit like this for the shading. That seems a little too gray to me, honestly, so all I'm going to do is I am going to grab that. I'm going to vibrancy it up a bit. Now that looks more like Locke to me. Okay. Okay. That said, we do need to make it to where there's a bit of a gradient in his area, because it does go to more of a reddish brown, which we will just use a little bit. That, maybe? Sort of like that. It does look like he's wearing shoes, but he in fact is not. Tell us what your first entry to Bard's work was. Way too young to be reading what you did. Ah, fair, very fair. We all have that. We all have that saga that we were way too young to read whenever we did. Okay. So Locke right here, the colored in version, is done. So we're going to go ahead and just merge down. Oh wait, not done yet. Not done yet. I want to add something a little more. Because this line right here is going to be getting deleted for something else, but I'm just going to do this. And then a little bit this. I'm just going to go ahead and make it a crate that he's standing on. You know? Like that. A little box. I think that looks fine. Lock layer. Okay. So we're going to move him. Oh, we're going to move him on over. He's definitely a bigger sprite than mine. So we're not going to worry too much. We're just going to put him right there. All right, and we're going to duplicate because we need to make it the 3-color variant as well. Look good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because this, it takes a lot of hard work. I'm going to be real with you. Trying to get that much detail in such a small amount, because let me remind you folks, this is not their size. This is their size. Okay? Just a reminder. Anyone who thinks Romeo and Juliet is romantic should be carefully watched. I just hate Romeo and Juliet, the story in general. Not because it's bad, but because I had to read it more than 5 times back to back when I was in school. I got tired of it. So tired. Give me a break. We don't need to read Romeo and Juliet every semester. I get the story. Two people who were horny as hell. They got together. Their parents hated each other's families. And so, because they couldn't be together and just bang all the time, they decided, you know what? Fuck it. I'm out. I know it's drastically simplifying the story, but that is the story when you think about it. All right. Now I need to do the 3 color thing. I think, let's see, for Locke, I'd want his main color to be the red. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and start doing that. Anywhere there'd be shading, red. Like that. And that. All along the bottom there. That's control. That's all right. And then a little bit here for shades. Down to that. That. Just getting the base shade area done. You'll understand what I'm doing here in a moment. Right, because now I need to get the main highlight color for all Castlevania characters. Like that. And we're just gonna bop, 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 bop. Ooh, maybe not that bop. This does mean that I need to make his tail bop. No. Okay, I have an idea. I don't know why I just thought of this. I don't know why I just thought about this. But okay. You all know by this point how I am legally a prince. I have the actual royal title and everything. Does this mean that whoever it is I end up getting partnered with would technically become a queen afterwards, and I would become a king? I don't know how it all works, so. Food for thought. No? Okay. As I said, I don't know how it all works, so I had to ask. Have enough egos? Listen! Ego, no. Snarkiness, yes. I am a snarky son of a bitch. I will never deny that. Okay, how'd I do that? Okay, I just need to... Okay. I'm gonna take the red, and I'm gonna do this. Fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. Alright. You have a good crying ceremony becoming... Ah, gotcha. I don't know how it all works. I've never asked, so... Alright. So this, we're gonna make the horn like that. A little bit of that. And the rest of the hair up top, we're going to just bop, because it's gotta be the same as the outline. It has to be. Bop. Bop. Like that. Okay. Oh, I forgot. This little spot over here. Bop. Bop, bop. Okay. Outline color. I don't really need Lux image right there now. I just need to remember how the shading is done on this type of shit. Alright. So really, what I'd want to do is I'd want to put more shade there. Bit there. There. Did they just record the OST while they were playing the game? And not actually get the OST, they got the... Whatever. Alright. Okay, let's see. I need to make sure this is done right. So here, we would definitely have a bit more like that. Bit more like that. Now we become a princess, though? Ah, you know what? Fair. That would technically count, because it'd pass on through lineage, too. So, yeah, technically they probably would become one. Yeah. That or they spliced in the audio files. I mean, earlier they also went and had the intro dialogue for the intro cutscene, the scroll playing. I was like, what the hell? You know? So this. Very curious. Yeah, I think they just record. You know what? At least that's an honest way to get the OST, you know? I'm going to leave that be for now. Maybe put that there, then we need a little more. What happens if I do that and delete that and that? That looks a bit better. Yeah, I like that. Oh, and we have a red with us. Now, one thing that's nice is that at this point, really, I think. As I said. Okay. Do that. But yeah, this part is that at this point, it's really it's easy to figure out how to go about shading things, since we just gotta do a bit like that. I will say the light part right down here is what's not looking right. So I think I'm gonna just shade that up. And then I'm going to go back here and probably do a little bit of that. Yeah, because now it looks like the legs behind has just got a sliver of light hitting it that you're seeing. Okay, that's much better. Okay. Do that. And on the shirt here, we're just gonna do a bit of that and that. That's R. I wanted E for erase. he wears compression gloves, we gotta do that. Gotta remember, his compression gloves go all the way up his arm a bit. As such. You know what? Let's do it a bit like this then. It's not turning out the way I was imagining it in my head, but we can make this work. That, then... You know what? That works a little bit. Now the tail. The tail needs a little bit more shading done to it. Not too much, though. Because we can't really do too much to it. Tail sort of has to stick out. So I do that, and I'm going to grab the red, and I'm going to now do this. Aha! Or I am a crafty bastard. There we go. Okay, okay. Honestly, I think that works. Let's go ahead and just... do a little of that. Do this. That? Okay. Okay, that turned out nice. I like that. That turned out okay. Turned out A-okay. All right. So that is lock 3 color. All right. So we got that done. That's 2 done already. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit Control S to save, because I haven't saved this yet. Sprite. New folder. Castlevania. Customs. CV3 Cust. Okay. Oh, and ads are about to hit whether we want them to or not. So, folks, what I'm gonna do is we're going to take a moment to have a little break here during this ad break. Be sure to stand up, stretch, hydrate, dehydrate if you need to. Grab a snack if you haven't already, and I will catch you after these messages. All right, thank you for your patience with the ads there, everybody. Let's continue, shall we? All right, next up, I need to make another one of these. So, we're going to figure out exactly who I'm going to do that up in half a moment, because right now I'm just going to move that closer in. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that looks fine. I'm gonna hit Control S. Next up, we've already done Grant, so I think next up should probably be... I could either do Alucard or Sypha. That's the question here. Alucard or Sypha? I'm not sure who I would make as Alucard right now. So Sypha is next. Hey, Captain Crazy, welcome in. All right. Oh, right, we saw her. Yeah, I forgot. We had a reference layer. That's the C button, not the V button. There we go. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good take on that sprite right there. Pretty good take. Pretty good change into a Grant. All right, let's go ahead and get a new reference, which will be Sypha Belnadis. I want... Let's see, what pose, though? What pose? That is the question. I think we will go with... That's not what we're going with, but all right. Let's go ahead and do... You know, I think out of all the poses here, I think this one right here would be the best one to go with and modify. So let's go ahead and grab this one here. All right. Control V. There we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the Grant Dynasty one here. There we are. Much better. But yeah, how you doing, Captain? How you doing, Captain? Hope you're doing well. Alright, I need to get an outline of Sypha. Just basic body shape outline. Just get an idea as to... Wow, she is tiny. I did not realize how tiny Sypha is. Okay. So just like Grant and Trevor, we're going to make them a little bit larger. Alright, so this is going to be the... outline. Doing good? Hell yeah. Who's this gonna be? Come on, we all know who it's gonna be. If you know me, we all know who it's gonna be. But let's see. I need to go ahead and get the outline going. Let's get the arm shape. Arm shape would go to about like this. Well, this could be actually hard to get the outline of. The arm... We'll start with the hands. So for hands, we're going to go pink. Skin layer. Alright, so like that. Other hand is over here. So probably like that. Okay. Maybe Sosuke, maybe. All right, next up we need to grab the... We'll use green for this because green is a good contrast. Basic arm shape would bring it down to about there. Do more relaxed arms, honestly. So something more akin to maybe more, wrong button. Maybe more akin to this? No, that's a little too low. So yeah. Like that. Which means that would be more here, actually. Right there. Okay. That seems more appropriate for where the arm would be, just blah 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 blah, you know? Aseprite, the music or the design? Because honestly, I could see a resync for both. The music is also really nice right now. Design, yeah, Sypha's design is really cool. Okay, the leg. All right. Got the arms. I want to get the legs too. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and go pop pop. She has shoes, but I'm gonna I'm just gonna mark this with the skin tone killer anyway. Right there, and the other one would probably be about here. About there, actually, underneath. So like that. This is so hard to do. All right, so this means this looks like it comes up to about right here. And about right Something like that, maybe? Something like this, I think, actually. No, not like that. Not having lines to go off of for where this would, for where that would be is, make it a little bit hard to visualize in my head, but I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best here. Up to here and then that. Really like that, actually. Hold up. Because we know her shoulders are about right here. About right here. We can see them. So we'll use that as a frame of reference. Okay. So like that. Okay. Have to guess at all this. Whoo boy. Because if I hide the reference, you can see it's looking a little funky. Let's actually do that there. Erase that. Sorry, dazed out for a moment. All right. Let's get the head shape. Wait, no, that's just right there. So bop, 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 bop. Bop, ba-dup, bop, and ba-dup. Okay, there's the basic head shape. Hair would go out here. So, but I think we're going to be doing some adjustments on this. So, we're going to go red. Decide where the rest of the body goes. Those were her sleeves, meaning that the body would have to come back all the way up to the out right here. No. There. Alright, let me just... This looks funky as shit. But we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. I think what we're gonna need to do is we're just gonna need to adjust things, because this ain't working for us right here. It's crazy when you think about it, that this right here originates essentially from this. You know... Oh, God. You don't think of that until you're going and simplifying it down to just basic shapes. But that's really what happened here. Well, maybe it'd be better to get a different Sypha pose or something. Oh, I'm an idiot. Don't answer with "we know." I already know. I already know. Okay, I see what I did wrong. I see what I did wrong. The other leg needed to be facing this way. Instead of the other direction. Like that. As a priest, confession is good for soul? Well, I say it a lot, so... At least I'm honest. You get out of the portable confession booth? I mean, I am quite honest. I don't need no portable confession booth yet. Though, never hurts to have one on standby, you know? What am I doing with... I should... Hold up. I'm gonna... You know what? No. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that, and this. And that means this right here needs to be more along the lines of this. Okay. So I hear standby exorcist. Fair. Always good to have a standby exorcist on hand. Let's do that, and I'm just gonna maybe do a little bit like this, actually. Leave that there. I'm just completely redoing this outline right now. I'm noticing. It has to be done. It has to be done. Alright, now I need to redo the middle, so we'll go blue. I'm just going to get the basic shape, which is... We should be straight up. And this would not be straight up. This would be... This one here would actually be in like that, I think. Let's just go ahead and chop where the body and legs. That's not where it would. It would be more along the lines of here. All right, there we go. Okay. I think instead of leaning forward, we're gonna go ahead and have the head move back for a more for an easier time doing the arms and such. Just gonna give it that, and that. Okay. How do I do this one? Gotta go doing one more show covering the African Confinement Saxons Legend Edition? Gotcha. You have a good one, Mildred. Thanks for stopping in. You have a good one. And alright, I know I said that twice, but I mean it. Alright, I need to figure out how the hell I want to go about this. I actually think I might need to make the blue area a little bit wider. I don't know. It's because the body doesn't feel quite right being as narrow compared to the others. You know? I was trying to think. We're gonna go with the basic bell shape. Basic bell shape. Like that. And then it goes up towards here where the bell would also be. Alright. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do blue for body. That means it would need to be brought up to about here. About like that. Alright. Though the legs are gonna be the tough spot. I'm gonna have to do some major shading work when it comes to legs, because right now this does not look right to me. At all. Honestly feels like maybe it should be more... that? Yeah, because legs are higher here, so yeah, maybe like that. Okay. Let's see, let's see. I'll mess with that later. For now, focus on getting the rest of the body shape done. Again, we're going to do blue for body. And I think just for the basic body shape, we'd want down, 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 in, like that. No, we'll leave the front part fine. Front part's fine. This part back here, this is where I don't know how to do this. Maybe like that. Alright. Green, because the arms would in fact be sleeved. We're gonna erase the sleeves that we got so far. Again, blue for body. There we go. Blue for body. There we go. Basic bell shape. No, well, that's actually a little high. I didn't get that right. Where did I didn't make this wide enough. Oh, it's because the neck is right here. Yeah, okay. Alright. So we're gonna be changing the arm position. Completely. So up, bup, bup, bup. Okay. This is gonna have to be full custom, just looking at this and then doing everything like this. Because there's no way to get the basic body shape here. I'm just gonna do this, move it a little bit closer. Doesn't feel tall enough right now, but when I compare... yeah, a little short. I need to go ahead and make a little bit taller. So. I think about right there would be good. Yes, okay. Alright, there we go. Now a proper height. Like that. Trying to think. I think that might work a little better there. Alright, basic body shape. But, maybe I need to move this leg back a bit. Bit like that. Which means I then go bop, 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 ba 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 ba. That means this would go up to about here, and this would be... Yeah, that would be way too disproportional, I think, but... I could be wrong. We're gonna leave that be. We're gonna leave that be. Hey Jade, welcome in, welcome in. My guy's really straightforward. Who's really straightforward? Huh? I'm confused now. But how you doing? How you doing, Jade? How you doing? You plead the fifth? Ah, fair, fair. Though if you were talking about me, yeah, I am. I don't try to hide anything. There's no point in hiding. Just cause a headache down the road otherwise. You alright? Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Alright. I think... Should I... do that, maybe? That could work. That could work. Okay. Just watching The Amazing Discord Circus? Ah! Oh, so did that finally finish up? Or is it just that there's still the one thing that's coming out for a movie? I do not know. I haven't kept up with that. I've seen the first episode, my buddy showed me the second episode, and I haven't seen any of the rest. I know I need to, but I've just been so busy. I've just been so busy. Up to where it released anyway. Gotcha, gotcha. I'm gonna leap the hands. I've gotten to where just the voices don't bother me anymore. I'm used to it. I'm used to the voices at this point. Now it's July apparently. Gotcha, gotcha. I'm actually gonna go orange here. Let's see. So this was to come down. No. I think that would need to be out like this. Like that. Arms come down to about 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 3 pixels down. Like that. Okay. All right. So like that. And then I need to make one hand out front to be casting a spell. That's going to be the part that I'm not quite sure how to do. Probably from right here. Hmm. Seems a bit off. I think what I need to do is maybe lower that 1. That does look a lot better already like that. And I can dress it up to look more fitting. Was very your spoiler-free impressions are it's very fun yet very poignant. Serious? Gotcha. No, fair enough. Fair enough. Also like that, but that looks a little weird. All right. Let's see. All right. I need to get my reference. Hold up. Sypha, I'm sorry, I need you to get out of here. Also, Sypha, I need that to get out of here. Now it's time for the character sheet reference. Okay. Doc. There we go. Pictures, friend pics. Did I put it? No, I put it under there. There we go. Oh, stretch. You got it. Let me just... Oh, that feels better. Okay. All right, you know the reference sheet. You've all seen it plenty of times at this point. There we go. All right. This will allow me to go ahead and do this. I'm going to base it on this one because that'll be easier to do with this. I just feel like I maybe made the body too narrow. I mean, I don't know. It's probably just because it's the base body, not the clothing. Then again, based on her design, it'll be just the base body and barely the clothing. Because, I mean, let's be honest here. There's not too much clothing. There's the neck piece, the torso piece, the arms, and the one sock. That is it. So, I may have to, I have an idea. What I'm gonna do is this. Grab this. Bring a bit like that. Not too far, but not too little. You know, that just doesn't work now, does it? Damn. Because at that point I have to make the head bigger, and the head really is already still the same shape and size as the others. Wait, no it's not. That's my problem, probably. Okay, the head shape is not the same as the other ones. Can I have my brush, please? Thank you. Weird. Okay. It's like that. Does feel a little off still. Why was I hearing two tracks at once? Catch you later, Wolf. You have a good one, okay? So maybe I just delete that and that. Okay, that looks better now. Okay. Bring that in a bit. Because we do see her design. It would be brought in about there. that. That. Okay. Ooh, that looks a little funky like that, actually. Hold up. I'll mess with this in a bit. That'll probably be left like that, actually. Leave that be for a time, buddy. Okay, this playlist has not been going appropriately. Let's find another one. You know what? We're gonna go to our old standby. Okay. Much better. All right. My friends, need to figure out what I'm doing here. Because I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just trying. But I think for the base outline, we do need to go ahead and take the outfit into account here. Which, as you can see, the base outfit, I'm bringing it this way so you all can see better, has trim and pretty much shoulder, pretty much most of the torso, and then a little bit covered up on the neck. So I gotta figure out how to transfer that to this. Somehow, some way. I'm also realizing that I need to do a little bit of this. Hold up. Move the leg a little bit more forward. There we go. Bit like that. Okay. Do be trusting the process. Exactly. Exactly. And a process it is, because I have to figure out what the fuck I'm doing. All right. So looking at this, it looks like I need to have it come into about right... Wow, that really cuts low. Huh. Cuts down to about right here, actually. Never noticed that before. Actually, that'd probably be a little bit more forward. Probably there. Like that. And then... that... There's that. Boom, boom. Let's grab the orange. Something like that, and then... like that. There we go. Okay. I'll pretty much right there. Now we're going to take the blue, and just to make sure it looks right, I'm just going to bop, 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 bop. Okay. I'm going to bop and bop. Okay, okay. I think I might also put another blue right here. Yeah, that looks a little more fitting for the blue. All right. This goes down, actually around that height. Okay, well that's a happy accident. We take those. I could also move this down and in a little bit. But it looks less like an attack when I do that. So I'm gonna leave it be. No touch, no touchy, no touch. Whether there's an inspiration you could draw from the Sailor Moon RPG sprites? Guess not. Sailor Moon gets a long ribbon tail, but this is not big enough to use for this. Yeah, especially because what I'm using as reference is Castlevania style sprites. So I'm trying to make everything in the Castlevania style, both a full color and a 3-color variant. Which is why I honestly sort of feel like I need to make the arms a little bit higher up. Bit like that, maybe. that. Maybe there. This is hard to do. This is really hard to do. Now, let's just raise the arm all the fucking way up. About like that. There we go. That should be a little better. That makes it easier to just do this. You know? When in doubt, fuck it out. Wait. When in doubt, just say fuck it and go for what works. That's what I meant. Hold up. Hold up. Anyhow. Anyhow. Hey, Kobold. I see you caught that. Y'all know what I meant. Whew. Okay. Oh, lordy. I think I may have the hand too far out there. I think I need to bring that all the way into the arm itself, actually. Something more like this. But it's definitely looking buff, but got here, but you guess I missed something? Oh, I said something without thinking about how it sounded. Wait a minute, I need to make it clear what I meant. Just refresh so I'm safe. Oh, okay. Came back too late? Ah, I see. Was going to clip my goof. I understand. And you know what? Fair. Fair. If I goof, does deserve to be clipped. And I done goof a lot. I done goof a lot. Let's be real. God, getting this just right absolutely sucks. Because if I go too low, it doesn't look right. But if I go too high, it doesn't look right. I gotta get it just right. That's way too high. So I do that. Nope, don't do that. That don't look right. I just don't have it raised high enough. Bring it in one more pixel. And raise up higher. Okay. We found the sweet spot. Okay. I think it needs to be raised a little higher, though. Because it is a spell being cast, so hand should be up high. I don't know if it needs to be that tall up, so. Does mean I need to also do this, this. Okay. There we go. We got a little bit. It's coming along. It's coming along. I don't... It's bothering me. Because something is off and I don't know what it is. Maybe that wasn't high up enough yet. That, it curves down, not up though. That's the problem. So let's go ahead and do a little bit like this maybe. And by it, I mean the dress. Eek, you are absolutely correct. Also, I've said before, I'll say it again. Eve needs to try out for horror films. If she was to get into a slasher flick, no joke, she would end up getting the either Final Girl or Scream Queen. One of the two, possibly both at once. Because that scream of hers, you can feel that coming from the soul. I joke and say that it gives me life when I hear her scream, but it's just thinking of, that is an impressive, and I mean impressive scream. Shoulder wasn't connecting, that's why it looks off. Yeah, now it's looking a little better, but the way the head's done, it's just, that's gonna make it a little rough for me, because because there does need to be the neck piece too. Or does there? You know what? I don't think we do need the neck piece. Didn't need to delete that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this go like this. Okay. And we'll figure out where to go from here on that. Okay. We got the basic pieces down. Also, let me just... Okay. The basic shape is down. It doesn't look... It doesn't look the same to me, though. It's gonna bug the shit out of me. Tell the outfit to the middle, not to the left. Yeah, I'm trying to figure this out as well, because it is bugging the hell out of me. Because all Castlevania style sprites, their neck is just, you know, shrunk down, when normally it'd be raised up a little bit more. So normally, this right here would need to be up here to look right. Because Castlevania needs to be down like this, maybe even down like this. Or maybe right there. A little bit of a lean forward with the arm going up. Maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll feel better. Because then I can do this, raise that up there, and erase the rest of that. Absolutely not. Leave it be. Recolor the pixels right under the head. I mean, I could also just do that. Still feels a bit off. Maybe I do have the head too big. What if I just shrink it? Okay, hold up. Let me just count the pixels here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my problem. Okay. There's my problem. That's why it was looking off to me. I think what I want to do is I want to raise this up a little bit too. I can grab this, bring it down a little bit, Not a lot of it, but a little bit. Do I bring it forward, maybe? Forward and down. No, I think I leave it up here. See, hold up. Easy way to do this. Okay. Line it up. Okay, so one more down. And then do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay. Like that. And I think we will have the head leaning forward, because I think that's going to be necessary here. Shape egg. Yep. Egg. We need it. You will give me an egg. I didn't do my best impression there, but whatever. That's much better now. Which means I think I need to raise the dress a little bit. Just a little bit. Not a lot of it. Just a little bit. No, that looks fine there. And do. It's very hard with an outfit that has no sleeves. That makes it a little difficult, not gonna lie. Do I have to hit the ears? Well, thing is, I did the same thing over here. You see how the ears are going out here? This is not a 1-to-1 scale. This is just me getting as close as possible. Getting as close as possible. And going outside the bounds a little bit. Does it does have sleeves? True. True point. It has these tiny-ass sleeves. Those, okay, let's be real. Those are just long gloves. Those are just gloves. She can call them sleeves, but we all know what they truly are. All right. Her other ref has sleeves? True. True. That outfit does. So I'm really glad that Eve liked the art that I got for of that outfit as well. It was really cool looking. And I wanted to get something nice for her while she was moving, you know? Do a little something nice as a, hey, you know what? Spring's here. You like this? Here's this. Hopefully it helps make moving a lot easier for you, you know? Or at least makes it feel, you know, nicer. You know what I'm saying? Let's do that for now. Yeah, the sleeves are skin tight, basically gloves. I need to get... This might actually be... No, it's just because it's poofed right there. I've got to figure out how to get this to look right. Do I... that does fit right there. Do I bring it out a pixel? Like that? No. Well, maybe, actually. This is not going according to plan. This is not going according to plan. Matter of fact, I don't like this side at all. It's too long now. Hold up. It is way too long now. There we go. That's a little better. Here's some housewarming Sprite art. Well, no. I actually, I got some actual art. Went and made an order on VGen. I didn't post it in the fan art thing because I just decided to send it to her directly. Just something that's a nice little gift. If she wants to share it, that's up to her. After all, it's not my character. Let's see. Oh, fuck a duck. Ow! Oh, did I take my meds today? Fuck, I don't think I did. One moment, folks. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm bleeding. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Hey, everyone. Sorry about that. Yeah, turned out I did forget to take my afternoon med. So, yeah. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm just gonna tell you exactly what that was. I take a medication called oxcarbazepine, 150 milligram dose, twice a day. Once I wake up, once in the afternoon or evening, depending on which. And it's because I have seizures of sorts. And what happened right there was I had one, slammed my head right into my desk, and gashed right above my eyebrow. It stings like a son of a bitch, but I'll be alright. I'll be okay. Alright, so I need to get back to this. Could have been far worse. Could have been far worse, you know? Oh, alright, with having raised the head up like that, I think maybe I need to actually... Oh, there we go. Click on the program, then we'll move the arm out a little bit. Yeah, I'll be fine. It happens, right? You know, sometimes you forget, and it's just, you gotta go remember to take care of it afterwards. All there is to it. I'm not gonna be armed. I'm just fine where it was. It just feels off. Alright. It just feels like I'm making the shoulders too high when I do that, but I know that's right. I know that's technically right. Just doesn't feel right, you know? Find ways to disappoint yourself? No, why are you disappointed in yourself? Come on. It was me making a stupid mistake and forgetting to take my afternoon meds. That's what happened right there. That's all on me. That's why you set up timers for your kids' meds? Couldn't trust yourself to always remember it? Fair. Normally I do remember, but it's just been a stressful few days here. So, I should have set an alarm, because I forgot. That's all on me. Sorry, I'm just making sure that, you know, I don't have a blood on my hands right now. Because that wouldn't be good to have on the keyboard, you know? All right. If I remember correctly, yeah, one leg has no sock. So that leg is going to get the orange treatment. Like that. There we go. The other one does have a sock, so we'll leave it like that. Africa says, sometimes you understand? Yeah. Yeah, it could have been worse. There was the worst time I ever had with a seizure was also the very last day I rode a motorcycle. Because I had my motorcycle, I was going down, just traveling back from the grocery store. I have one of my seizures, and I end up, leaning. I took my meds, but something happened. Sometimes it occurs. I end up swerving a little bit, and I end up turning right in front of this SUV that's coming full force. It slams into and T-bones the motorcycle. I get sent flying, land off in the grass, luckily, and it just keeps on driving by. Motorcycle's totaled. I'm on the ground, and that was the end of that. So some people might go, oh man, that's unlucky that you lost your motorcycle. Me, I go, I'm lucky I'm here. You know? You suggesting alarm anyways, and because those meds are so important? True. They do be very important. Why, but part of me feels like maybe I should do this. Yeah, because it feels like it makes the shoulder too broad at that point. Maybe let's do that. Maybe something more like that would work. Yeah, that works with that slope on the shoulder there. It's the action arm. It is the action arm that is causing the issue here. That is where I'm struggling. The action arm. But you know what? At this point, I'm just going to leave it be and see if I can get to look fine afterwards. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to make a new layer. This is going to be the modification layer. All right. So first things first, I need to make sure to add... Well, I need to adjust... I almost forgot one thing that's very important. Grab that. And we're going to go ahead and outline the stuff that's staying there. So, the arms are staying the way they are. If I mess with it anymore, I'll end up not trusting the process, and it'll get screwed somewhere. So we're going to take care of that. And, and the legs, those will be fine. These are fine as is. I'll adjust it with shading later. Alright. Actually, do I want to maybe... do that? Like that, or... Nah. Keep that there. Okay. Now the dress, it, Alright, well, we will actually give her little arm sleeve things, too, because she does have some. So, they go down to her hand. There we go. They don't go that high up on her arm, though. So this one would need to be down to about maybe there. Something like that. Okay. All right, the sock goes up to about there. Shoes. Shoes are pretty flat here. Very flat, in fact. I'll just put that there for now. For now. It'll get adjusted later. Alright, so. Now I got that done. We also need to go ahead and make sure that the head shape is set in stone, just because we don't want to lose that. Because the main thing we're going to be adjusting here is... the dress shape. Okay, don't fuck with it, it's gonna mess with your brain. Alright. Just leave it be. Okay. Hey Thasia, welcome in. Have I done a lot of pixel art before? I've done many pixel art streams. And it sometimes turns out pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. But welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Oh, I know what I should do with this leg. Hold up, this leg needs to be adjusted. After I do the dress, I'm going to adjust the leg, because I think the leg needs to be a little bit bent more forward. Just practicing yourself? It is always practicing. I will never claim to be a master. I will say I'm a master at practicing, but it is always practicing for me. Okay. Let's see. For this, I'm going to use green as the contrast, so I can go ahead and see how I want this done. I think this needs to be out here a bit. It's definitely a lot more poofy of a dress. Maybe not that far out. Let's go like this. Something like that, maybe. This would be that. Again, the hard part is, up here, in order to get to look like this, where it's actually coming down in, I need to put it flat like that. Now, maybe even like that. But that just looks weird in the pixel art. It doesn't really work as well, as you can see. Because at that point, it looks like, you know, that point looks like nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. So, we gotta make sure that it looks right. Yeah, I could leave it flat like that, but it doesn't feel right. Maybe if I just do that. I guess, you know, I'll leave that be, maybe? Yeah, sort of like how that looks, though. It still gets the same feeling, but a little bit different, you know? Have I done any other medium before? I've done video editing, I've done clay sculpting, and I've even done watercolor, as well as I just like art in general. I've done very many different mediums. But That felt nice. But I'm no expert at any of them, I say. Granted, I am technically an expert at Photoshop and Premiere Pro because I do have my Adobe Certified Associates. You know, I got my associate's degree through them, as well as I went to college for media design, as well as video editing, as well as a few other things. I've done college multiple times, all within the span of 6 years. Don't ask me how I did that, because I will just tell you now, it is blood, sweat, and tears. Well, correction, you can ask me how I did it, but don't ask me how I survived it. There we go. Because survival is a thing of, I don't fucking know. Leave that be for now. She does technically have the neck thing, so that's the eraser tool. I want this. Could put that right here. As such. So technically, the way it's done would be more, like that, but, yeah, no. Something like that. Something like that. I'll think on that. Just start practicing it yourself? Hell yeah. Elevated state of skill, you call it? I mean, skill and talent are the same thing. It's just that you don't have... Talent gives you a little bit of a head start and think of, oh, it's something that you pick up naturally. But skill is still always... Skill and talent are the same thing, in my opinion. Because a talent is something that you just pick up naturally because you're good at other things of a similar style, which you've already had practice with, so the skills transfer over. So that's why I consider skill and talent the exact same thing. You know? At least that's how that makes sense in my eyes. Actually, that works so much better right there. Okay, that works. Hey, Donut Thing, welcome in, welcome in. How you doing? Hope you're doing well today. We're trying. Got a few done, but we're working on another. I was thinking of doing 4 today, but I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to even finish 3. I might have to make this a 2-parter. You doing good? Hell yeah. Thanks for streaking my chat. I appreciate it. Catch you later, Captain Crazy. Alright, I need to start on... You know what? I'm going to start on adjusting the leg here. Because what I noticed was the leg... The foot position is fine. But what needs to be done here is things need to be moved because technically it would need to be leaning forward a bit more, I think. So get this like this, you know, get the shoe shape. But the leg, I think, would be better coming down like this. And then bop, 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 bop. Or maybe just bop. Maybe a little more bop, bop. Ba-dop. Bit more badoop. Got it. Let's erase this. Let's see how we can get this connect. Because we only want it to be 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. That's 4. Okay, so. A bit like this. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Maybe something like that. Grab, move. That just doesn't look right. Doesn't look right to me. Hold up. Know some people who don't want to be called talented because they had put a lot of effort into the craft, but definitely some people are talented in certain aspects from the beginning. Exactly, and it's thing. I'm gonna be honest. People who think talented is a bad thing to be called, they need to get off. They need to think about what the word actually means. You know, because it doesn't mean that they didn't put any effort in. It absolutely does not mean that. But a lot of people who get upset at the word talented seem to take it that way, when it couldn't be further from the truth. Let's see if I. Yeah, I think I like this a little more. Or maybe not. For that, I think I need to move the back leg a little bit further back too. Put that like this. Like that. Just that curve feels unnatural right there. It needs to be a little less. Little less. It's bugging me. Bugging the shit out of me, honestly. In the end, person just wants to compliment you. Exactly. Talented person has lower aptitude EXP requirements. Maybe the skill even starts at D instead of E. I like that right there. This is bugging the shit out of me here. It's not turning out the way I want it to. That's a little more natural there. Still doesn't look right. So you know what? Screw it. Screw it. I'm going to yeetus to lead us this. And just... No. There we go. Go with the plan I originally had. It may not look the most right, but it's better than what the other one is. Because the other was bugging the fuck out of me. Alright. There we go. All this, Okay. Well, now that I've finally settled on that. Finally. Now, don't start shading yet. Don't start shading yet. Don't need to do that. Leave it be. What I'm going to do is I need to draw up the hair. So. All right. I got this done here. I really should have just... Hold up. I forgot to do this. There we go. For the time being. Okay. I do need to also do the little side details here, but that'll be something for, you know, once we get to the coloring phase. Right, hair and ears. I'm going to use orange for this, as is tradition. Alright, so. Hair comes down to about... One more. Gotta remember, it's looking at an angle. So, be more like that. No. Be more like this. There we go. Down. She's got some long-ass bangs. Okay, first we get the head shape. Then we do the rest. About like that. It's got long bangs on this side too. Would that come in about here, maybe? Or would that go behind the arm? I think that'd go behind the arm. But like that. Okay. Okay, there we go. Looking at it. I think what I need to do is I need to bring it. I want to bring it a little bit left. Down like that. That. Oh! And Ayakip, thanks so much for the follows. Greatly appreciated. Welcome in, welcome in. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to not do that. Trim this down a little bit. Ooh, maybe not that much. No, not that much either. Just right there for the time being. Because now we're gonna remember that she does have... I may go for just the long hair look. It's wavy, but then the ears will be easier to do. We'll still try, though. Yeah, no. I am not trusting the process on that. We are going for just the long hair. For the rest of that, we're going to go ahead and go with yellow just so we can see a separation. That could be all the way down to here. Push by that. Yep. Okay. Okay. And then from there, we also need to do the ears, which she could go airplane mode, but we've done airplane mode the last few times. Let's go ahead and raise them up. This is not as easy as it looks, by the way. Because the measuring out in this small amount of pixel space can be a struggle. All right, and then this side it'd be probably about here. Like that. Rather like that. Okay. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and fill this in real quick. There we go. You know, yeah. Yeah, this stuff gets a little hard to do. Little hard. Not a lot of hard, but a little hard. All right, now that we got that, the last thing I need to do is I'm going to go back, grab the orange, just so I can differentiate whenever I'm looking at the colors. It's tail time. I really need a reference where Eva's just turned around so I can look at the giant fluffy tail. That's something I do not have access to. Main point you're saying even easy on GBA sprites? Exactly. Tail time? Exactly. It's tail time. Also, I'm gonna take this and just bring that down one more. There we go. Let's see. Go like that. Fluff it up a little bit. It's not the best I've done of the tail, but a little bit like that. I think it well, it might be close to spot on, actually. Hold up. Hey, Aunt, welcome in. And I definitely know you about the pixel art, 100%. That. Let's go ahead and get that. And we're gonna like that. Okay. I'm just gonna. Don't do that. I'm on a different layer. Wait, no, it's a layer that's fine to do it on. Oh, no, it's not. Up. Fill that, and then we're going to take the yellow to represent the white. Do that. Okay. Okay. So that's where the hair layer is. Hey, Kip. Castlevania music be hidden? Absolutely. You know we had to be listening to Castlevania music when we're making sprites like this. All right. Gonna have to go take care. Gonna have to go? Alright, you take care there, Divine. Thanks for stopping in. You have a good one, okay? And rest well if you do, okay? My favorite is Aria of Sorrow? Absolutely. Out of all the Castlevanias, my favorite Metroidvania is Aria of Sorrow. My favorite Classicvania is Bloodlines. I will admit, Portrait of Ruin is technically better than Aria of Sorrow. Just by the fact that, there's more to it. But Aria is my favorite because that one is just perfectly paced. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, I start off by just trying to make it look right with blocked out shapes and colors, and then I go and bring it down to 3 colors afterwards. Portrait's your favorite? It is a good one. It is a good one. Alright, now that I got this, I'm also gonna put skin on this layer. Like such. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and merge down this layer. There we go. So I need the skin right there. Alright. I can just do this. What am I doing? Bada bing, bada boom. That's easy. Alright. And then this one. So like that. Okay. Now I need... She wears white. So, let's grab white. Alright. Like that. Okay. Now it's coming together a bit more. I do think what I'm going to do, though, is I am going to bring that in there. Actually, hold up. I need to shift in. So I'm going to see what happens if I mess with these layers here. All right, let's mess with the outline. If we did that, a little bit of that. So we have to do the outline as such. And keep in mind, folks, the hair will be the same color as the outline when it comes down to it. You gotta keep that in mind. So there is that. Here, I'm gonna go do that. Then this. This will actually go up like this. Grab that. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, there's that there. Honestly, I think what we do here is we just... No, leave that be. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and take the yellow. Ah, okay, that's the wrong layer. Do that, not quite that yet. I'm gonna do that, then grab the yellow, then do that. Okay. Okay. I now need to make adjustments to make this look more like her, because she also has gold. Which, frankly, is not easy to make. Oh, but... Let me scroll up and catch up with chat real quick. Okay. I think Portrait is your favorite. I think it's... But, like, it's more like which you going... Not like which one do you do? Ah, fair. Hope the new one does well. We might finally get the 1999 story we've been waiting years for. Hopefully we'll get that one eventually, yeah. Alright, gotta hit the road. Alright, thanks for stopping in, Jade. You have a good one, okay? Keep forgetting the name of it, Belmont's Curse, right? Keep saying Belmont's... Yeah, it's Belmont's Curse. Belmont's Curse. You'll do that on every piece you ever draw at least once. It's a rite of passage. Yep. Absolutely. But yeah, I'm hoping that we... Oh god, I just realized where it zoomed in. I was meaning to grab this right here, this part. I was wondering why the bonk, and then I look back at the screen, it's like, oh. Well. Hey, Mukia. How you doing? I need a color that's close to gold, but not quite the same as gold. Let's go with... this. Sort of a bronze color. But yeah, how you doing, Mukia? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Go like that. And then after that, I need on the shoes, so that would be like that. And that. All right. And was it on the gloves too? No, the gloves are just straight white. Okay. She does have a hairpiece, but that's gonna be impossible for me to get with what I'm trying to do here. You gonna say anything, but you did notice? Ah, fair, fair. I can at least try to make the flowers, so let's grab the color forget-me-nots. And we're gonna go, because they're about right here. Bop. Bop. Yeah, that works, that works. Could be better, could be worse. I do think I made them a little too low, though, unfortunately. That said, one thing I also need to do is this. Because if I don't, the way the ear looks will not be very well done whenever it goes to the next phase. Which game is the song from? This one is from... oh god, which one is it? Brain, please. Curse of Darkness. That's what it's from. That's what it's from. Alright. Took me a moment to remember, but I eventually got there. Alright, so I want to do something to make this look a little more mystical, so I'm wondering if I should draw a magic orb up here as well. That could help. That could help. Also, I am realizing a mistake that was done. I need to do this. That? Okay. Alright. You play Lament and Curse? Never had a PlayStation, but you heard those two are really good. Lament is amazing! And Curse, I've played a little bit of, but not a lot of it, so I can't vouch or say against it. But I do know it has some crazy stuff in it. And trying to get... trying to get Eve done right here. I think I done goof somewhere. So let's go ahead and bring that up like that. Like that, and then... oh, that works. That works. Okay. Though her hair is more platinum blonde instead of vibrant, so let's just... that matches too well with the skin tone. Hold up. Yoink. You know what? We're gonna take some liberties and just have it be, let's see here. Yeah, no. We're just gonna have it be yellow. We're gonna have it be yellow. Because trying anything else is not working. It does appear that... crazily enough, we're sort of done with that. She does have some shade on there, but really, there's not much more I can do to her design. There's not really much more I can do to it. It's sort of the way it has to be right now. Though I do need to shade with the proper skin shading tone. So let me go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and just maybe not there, but like that. And of course, shade there, there maybe. No. On the hand though, definitely. That. Get like that. Maybe like this, actually. Not that much. Yeah, definitely not that much. What about like that? Maybe move that back a little bit. Now, does it look better? No, not really. Looks fine against the darker colors, but the brighter colors not so much.
Rabbit!
Also, Jokester King, thanks so much for the follow. It's greatly appreciated. Welcome in, welcome in. You want to play the 64 game someday for the giggles? To be fair, I will say this. Castlevania 64, it's a jank as fuck game, but the ideas there are really good. Really, really good. Because the way people tried to play it, which made it to where they didn't like it, was they tried to play it as a more action-y game, because that's what they're used to with Castlevania. But the way it was set up, it honestly, it plays very similar to a survival horror, but where you have actually, think Tomb Raider, but Castlevania. Tomb Raider and a little bit of Resident Evil, but with Castlevania. That's what it really is. And if you approach it with that type of mindset, ooh, possibilities are endless. So try Yo Imu knows some pretty good PS ones. Oh, Stretch, you got it. And yeah, hooray for Sprite limitations! Yay! Stretching. There we go. Just really need to put a Sprite. No, that just doesn't work. Put that there because that's behind. So top, the bright colors of the sprites are making that orange not look right. But we're gonna need that orange here in a bit anyway. And you may be going, oh, why are you gonna need the orange anyway? Well, my friends, it's because, frankly, we have to shade. We have to shade. And we're gonna be, losing a fair chunk of how this looks in a moment. God, you know what? I have an idea. I think I know what's causing me a problem. I'm gonna do this. A little bit more dark but vibrant yellow. That looks more green than yellow. Hold up. Okay, fine. But what if I did? Ooh, no, no, no. Let's see here. I move it a little bit more this way to be a little darker. That's brighter, actually. What if I do this? A little bit darker. No. Maybe something like that. And again, I'm back to this, and it just doesn't look right. Need some shading, though. Fuck it, I'll leave it like that. It's gonna bug the shit out of me, but I'll leave it like that for now. Also, I want to do a little bit of shading on the dress. Means I'm gonna use a little bit of that. Because just the pure white dress, it's nice, but it needed shading. It needed shading, straight up. It needed shading. They have it on. Have to shave? I mean, I probably should at some point as well. I haven't shaved in a couple days, but Do a little bit of this. Do a little of that. Do a little of that. Alright. There we go. Let's do that. A little bit of shade there underneath because we got the metal. Alright, now I need to do the leg. Go. So like that. A little bit of a belling. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay, okay. I wasn't sure for a moment, but it's turned out okay. Do a little bit on the ears as well. Not on the ears. Okay. Yeah, not on the ears. The ears can be like that. All right. Okay. I'm gonna have to say this is good enough for now and turn it into the 3-color version at this point. Also, gotta avoid back pains at all costs. Oh, trust me, I know. I'm the guy who ended up getting, I ended up having a bad time because I fell off a ladder and a 200-pound printer landed on top of me while I was at work once. So, I know. Trust me, I know. It was a pain. And it's a pain I will not forget. Okay. Perch down. Okay, we're gonna see. We went. Yeah, we made some change. We went and got this done. I think that turned out pretty nice. We went from this to this. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. Now what I need to do is I need to make the... Okay, I'm just gonna drag you right here. So I can get to the 3-color version easier. Actually, no, I can... This one will go over here. As such. Okay, now I'm gonna duplicate the layer. And then we're gonna make the 3-colored version. So I'm gonna get rid of that outline. We don't need it no more. I'm gonna make the 3-colored version of this, which is gonna take some doing. So we gotta first start off with, okay, what's the main side color? The main side color is it? I think it might actually be the yellow. So we're gonna go with that. And uh-oh. This may be a bit more of a challenge. You know what? Let's go with the dark right there. Just did it. Because what we're gonna have to do here is modify some things. Because the hair, just like every other Castlevania sprite, hair becomes dark. Hair gets dark. Well, we might be able to make an exception here, actually. Hold up. I had an idea. Alright, because this right here, we've already got going here. So, what we're going to do is we're going to recolor these to look and match what's going on here. So, because we need to do it where it's going to be very awkward. Where it does this. Da-da-da-da. Put that where the white is, right there. Might help actually just using G. Okay. And then then we take this, use it here, here, along the edge here. No, that's just gonna make it look all like skin. No, we'll make yellow the side color. This is gonna make the face a pain in the ass to get right, but because I can only use 3 colors for this. Three colors and the outline. Which means I need to go into this. Actually, before that. Yeah, no, grab this. Now I can grab that. Put that here. Grab the outline. Ooh, this is gonna take some doing. It's gonna take some doing, folks. It's gonna take a lot of doing. Oh, I don't like it so far. Hold up. Okay. Starting to realize why they never used yellow in the in Castlevania sprites. Holy shit. Okay. You know what? I think we're gonna have to make a judgment call. Yellow just isn't working. Yeah, yellow just isn't working on this, so we're gonna have to go a little bit different. Shit. I'm also realizing why all the Castlevania sprites focus more on darker colored characters. Because this is going to be hard to do. This could be very hard to do. I mean, one thing I could possibly do is... Huh. Let me try this. Because this... I can't really do much shading with it without it looking wrong at this point. I gotta try. Definitely need to darken that up there. Haven't shaded in several years. Fair, fair. Will have you used purple for the shading? It's possible, but it wouldn't really match her theme. Like, I'm matched with green a lot. Green is one of my things. Locke has his red tail. Eve's main thing is either her white dress or her yellow or her gold hair. So that's why I'm trying this here. Let's go ahead and thicken that up a little bit. A bit darker like that. It's hard to get this right due to the fact that she's got a lot of bright spots to her. And this time I'm talking about the Sprite. Though, that also goes just without saying in general. But that's beside the point. Do that. Like that, maybe? Let's see. Alright, let's see here. Well, now I can do the shading on the face. That works now, at least. Like her thing, she got, yeah. You know, you have one, but I'm trying to think. How do I go about this? Because right now, if it wasn't for the dark outlines, it almost looked like she's wearing nothing at all. I'm gonna be real. That maybe. No, that's too high up. Leave that down like that. The hair being bright is really making this difficult, but it does give me an idea. It does, in fact, give me an idea. Need to hit it with a little bit of this too. There we go. Like that. Okay. It's looking good. Why, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm struggling. I am struggling here. All right. Let's see. A little bit of that. All right. Okay, let's see. No, not there. Leave that be. That may actually have to be it. Hold up, I have an idea though. Is her hair is blonde. What if I just, though the type, oh. Ironically enough, if I go to full vibrancy with it, it's more of that color blonde. That actually works better. Okay, here's my plan. What we're gonna do is this. I am going to go grab this hex code. All right, then I'm going to do a little test thing. This, Control R, replace with no. 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 I could do the Sypha thing and just make it to where her main color is bluish because her dress is white and a blue would work. Bit like that. Plus green, a little more, maybe a little bit brighter. That does actually sort of fit when zoomed out. Yeah, we're gonna go with it. I think this works. Apply. And okay. There we go. Alright, so. Them 1 pixel apart. Also, they need to be brought down 1 pixel because I just realized I forgot to do one wee little thing. Which is, you chop off the bottom here. There we go. You know what? Yeah, that looks fine. That looks fine. Still not the way I imagined it in my head, but it looks fine, you know? So this one is Eve and Eve 3 color. There we go. I want to give her a magic thing as well, but I'm trying to think, what would I give her? I'll come up with a thing later. But for now, this looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. All right, so let's go ahead and like that, and with all of these, it does look pretty nice so far. I do need to do one eventually that will be Alucard, but we have been going for over 4 hours. So I'm thinking maybe I put this project right here, this little for myself project, temporarily on hold, and we continue this another time. That's what I'm thinking here. So folks, I'm gonna save, because I need to. And I'm going to wrap this up by saying thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please consider hitting that follow button. It helps out quite a bit. If you watch this on YouTube, send that like button. It helps a lot more you know. Do stick around for the raid if you would. I would greatly appreciate it. But above all else, have a great day, folks.